So with the market being in a flux up and down, Polkadot has been pretty stable while gaining a little bit of traction here recently. Now, according to sources, Polkadot is the most held cryptocurrency as of Q4 of last year, and I'm going to be showing you a graph as well to back that up in this video. And not to mention, Polkadot also just added their 11th network to their parachain called NODLE, and we're going to be diving into that as well in this video. Welcome back to the channel, millionaires. I'm Mike the Investor, and what we're going to be covering in this video, we're going to briefly look at the DOT price chart. We're also going to dive into the Polkadot graph showing how it is the most held cryptocurrency asset as of Q4 of last year, and then we're also going to take a brief look at who was the network nodal who they just added to their parachain as the 11th slot, and I think that's going to be pretty big as well for Polkadot. But before we dive into that, let me take a brief second to talk to you about Crypto.com, one of the largest exchanges in the crypto space today. And as you can see, Crypto.com has been here since 2016, over 10 million plus users, and they have 750 million insurance coverage. Now, Crypto.com offers over 250 cryptocurrencies that we can buy and sell using 20 plus different fiat currencies depending on what country you are in. They also offer a metal Visa debit card, which I personally use. Also, you're able to earn passive income on your crypto. So if you'd like to check out Crypto.com, there'll be a link in the description below. The promo code is Mike, and I believe you have to spend anywhere from $100 to $500 in the first 30 days to get that free crow. But now that we got the intro out of the way, let's briefly dive into the DOT price chart just to see where things are since DOT has been rallying a little bit. So as we can see here on CoinGecko, the market is down a little bit at 0.8%, and we can see we're right at 1.8 trillion. Now, as you look at Polkadot, ranked number 11th, and you can see it's up 4.1% on today, currently at $17.82. As we can see, circulating supply right at 1 billion, a little bit over 1 billion, and then you have the total supply at 1.1 billion. Now, as we look just briefly at the price chart, you can see Polkadot definitely has moved up a little bit since the past day. And if we look on the 7-day here for Polkadot, you can see it's pretty much been stable for the most part. If we look on the 30-day here, we can see Polkadot as well has hit a high, of course, around 22, in that past 30 days. However, it's kind of built a little support as well. As we can see, of course, it's lower than this high, but if you look in these ranges here, it's definitely built some support. So after looking at the DOT price chart, let's go ahead and dive into this article that kind of talks about the high demand of the Polkadot network. So as we can see here, DOT's demand is skyrocketing in hedge fund portfolios. So let's move down a little bit, and as you can see for the graph, I am going to pull this up a little bit higher real quick. But first, as we can see, Polkadot was the most commonly held altcoin in Q4 of last year. Now, around 24 out of the 57 tracked funds invested in it. Meanwhile, 42% of the venture capital and hedge funds investing in crypto were betting on the success of Polkadot's smart contracts platform. Now, let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger for you. So here we can see the top cryptocurrencies invested in by crypto funds that are tracked. 24 out of the 57. You can see Polkadot leads with all 24 that's tracked have invested in Polkadot. And then also I do want to mention as well, you see you got Solana over there. You also got the Near Protocol, who's made crazy runs here recently. But also you have the Nervos network, which I believe is still a hidden gem. And of course, there's no stranger to Avalanche, but just check this out. Avalanche is more well known than Nervos, but they have around the same amount of crypto funds invested. Just let that sink in, right? But if we go back to the article here, and if we move down just a little bit, now we're going to move into, here is the 11th auction for Polkadot's parachain. And you can see Nodle secured the 11th Polkadot parachain slots and contributions equaling 2.48 million in DOT, worth over 42 million. Now, some of you may be wondering, who is the NODLE network, right? Well, one thing I briefly want to show you before we do a brief overview on who they are. Here is the parachains currently on Polkadot, and Efinity is also supposed to launch this month sometime. And so here are the different Polkadot, networks that will be, launching at some point on the Polkadot ecosystem. Now, if we look at who is NODLE, the headline here says, and this is coming directly from their website, their About page, NODLE is a connectivity provider for the Internet of Things. The company has built a Bluetooth low energy powered network to help companies and cities connect and collect data from their devices, sensors, and tags. Now, how does it actually work? Well, let's take a look. It says the NODLE network architecture and system design leverage what it is called is the smartphone infrastructure, utilizing smartphones as nodes and base stations for the network. So essentially, using this method, mobile application developers and consumers compete and participate in the network by enabling their smartphone to provide resources such as radio and bandwidth. In exchange for their contribution, they will get rewards with NODLE Cash, or also the NODLE token, give or take. And so if we briefly just look here at the 𝗖𝗢𝗞𝗘 PARACHAIN slot confirmed, I just want to highlight this because this was confirmed the beginning of this year. But if you move down, you can see this will be released linear over our 96-week parachain period, starting from when we on board as a parachain in March 2022, and we are in March as of right now. Now, I definitely believe that Polkadot is a blue chip cryptocurrency and blockchain in the space, and I also believe it's still going to be a top blockchain in the next 5 to 10 years. Now, none of this is financial advice, just me sharing my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't even look like one, so please, do your own research. I just wanted to share with you some valid information to help you with your research. That is all these videos are about, is sharing great information for those willing to listen. But if you gain some value from this video, definitely smash the like button, and I will see you on the next one.